Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Math Magician. Here on this episode, we'll be learning how to multiply two-digit numbers that are close to a base by each other. This method is called the Nikilam Method, and this method has many different variations. Today we'll be only looking at one, but in future episodes we may look at others. So, what is a base number? In order to use this method, we need to know what that is. So a base number is any number that ends with lots of zeros. So 10, 100, 1,000, and so on. So, let's start with 100 today. So the number 100 will be our base today. So, let's choose two numbers that are really close to the number 100. Say 92 times 96. And our base will be the number 100. So doing this with the cross multiplication and classical methods will usually take you quite a bit of time, but this way is much faster. So let's get started. First, overlay the numbers like so, and put a longer division sign, equal sign, than you need. Then put a dash right here. It doesn't count as a 1, it's a dash. In fact, instead of a dash, we can even put a slash, so you'll know it's not a 1. So, now we have to see what is 100 minus 92 and what is 100 minus 96. So we know that 100 minus 92 is the same as 8, and we know that 100 minus 96 is 4. And since we're subtracting these numbers from the base, Since we're subtracting these numbers from the base, we'll put a subtraction sign right here to know that we're subtracting them from the base. So, now that we have all our numbers, we can start. First, we must look at this crosswise. So we have the number 92, 96, 8, and 4. We have to look at it this way, like that. So we can either do 96 minus 8 or 92 minus 4. 92 minus 4 is much easier because it's smaller numbers, so we'll do it. 92 minus 4 is 88, so we put that on this side of the slash. Next, we leave two blank spaces, and then these two numbers right here, the 8 and the 4, we are going to multiply them together to get this number right here. So 8 times 4 is 32. So we keep the 32 right here. So our answer is pretty much 8,832. Pretty simple, huh? Now this method can be used in many different ways, and that was just one of the ways which we'll cover today. We'll do another example as well. We'll just erase all this quickly. Okay, so now, how about the numbers 104 times 108? 108. So, instead of subtracting this time, we'll still keep the base as 100, but instead of subtracting, we'll add. 100 plus 4, so plus 4 equals 104, and 100 plus 8 equals 108. So, now that we have our numbers, we simply do the same thing. And instead of subtracting crosswise, we add crosswise. So it's either 108 plus 4 or 104 plus 8, which will give us 112, no matter which way you do it. And we put our slash there. Next, we multiply 4 and 8, which is again 32. So our answer is 11,232. Really simple way to easily get these numbers very fast. We'll do one last example in this method. Now, sometimes there may be complications in like where there may be a negative number and a positive number, in which case we will do something different, and I will show you that in the next episode. For now, we'll keep it simple. One last example. How about 98 times 97? So, how can we do this? Same thing, but this time it's subtraction. So, we know that 98 minus 2, 100 minus 2 is 98, sorry, and 100 minus 3 is 97. Now we do 97 minus 2, or 98 minus 3, which in either case will give you 95. Keep our slash here, 2 spaces, and we know that 2 times 3 is 6. But if we just put a 6, it wouldn't really make sense. The number would be way too small to be the answer. So instead, we put the 6 here, and we keep a 0 here. And that's how you get the answer. So that is how to use a Nikilam method where both numbers are really close to a number base. Then in the next episode, we will try 3-digit numbers and where one side is above the base and the other side is below the base. Stay tuned and see you next Sunday.